Hello, Sophia. My name is Samantha, and we had talked and met earlier at when you were researching on seed corn in Iowa State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Awesome. Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good. Good. So the weather's just been great outside lately. How's your acres of farmland been doing?
You know, we switched. It's doing okay.
Yeah.
Can't complain, I guess.
Good. Good. Well, that's good to hear. So like I said, I'm a sales representative from Millennium Hybrid.
Okay.
And I believe you used to buy from us in the past.
Yeah, we did. We had your stuff and we tried it and was really excited about it to begin with. But you know, we switched because of the drought.
Right. Well, it's my goal to show you today how our products have been improved since that drought. So now we have drought-resistant seed corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So are you interested in hearing about that today?
Sure.
Awesome. Well, I know that some of the needs for your seeds are for them to be drought resistant, so that's the first kind of thing that I want to touch on. So as you experienced in the last drought, it really hurt a lot of farmers and their crops, and you suffered from this experience, correct?
Yeah, it was devastating. We lost more than 80% of our crop in 2012, and we were using King hybrid seeds or Millennium hybrid seeds, and we switched to King hybrids because they just didn't work. We lost 80% of our crop, and when we're already renting land and we're already behind, it just makes it worse. So we had to switch. We didn't have a choice.
Right. And I totally understand that, and again, I'm really sorry that had to happen, but now we have developed those seeds. So I understand that there's a need and want for this better product, and that's what I'm here to show you. So we do have the evidence that this seed actually works. We developed a new drought-resistant seed corn, and then we tested it against our regular seed corn as well as other competitors like King's. And so I have this chart here that shows that it's working and better, and that we got more crops than King's even that you're using right now. Did you find that information interesting?
That is interesting. So how long have you all been testing this?
We've been doing this for the last 3 years in our testing center. So since the 2012 drought, we have been working on and perfecting each year, changing things with the seeds.
So your seeds are better than King's hybrid?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So that is what I want to prove to you today. So are you interested in still listening to a little bit more?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to get a little bit more into specific on where we tested them.
Okay.
So I know that you have a farm in Iowa, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we did test in the Midwestern area, including Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So we tested in Nebraska and Iowa, Kansas, and then Colorado. And that's where that information that I just showed you came from. So it really showed our great comparison in our seed, and we even compared it to our old seed and the previous seeds that we've used, and we've improved them a lot. So another thing about this is that summers like 2012 will happen again, and we know that will happen, and that's the main reason that we developed this seed for you guys. So I know personally I had a lot of friends and families whose crops were ruined by this drought. So again, I want to say that I'm really sorry that this had to happen to your product that year. But I do have a question about King's. Have you been satisfied with their product? How's it worked? Have you liked it any better than what we had previously?
It's all right. We still lose about 20% of the crop. It's okay. It's better than the 80%.
Right, exactly. So we would like that 20% to go down to even 15% or 10%.
Yeah.
And our seeds are a little bit more expensive.
Okay.
But I do think that it is worth it with how much that you'll be able to get back, and you won't lose as much crop. But to go back about the drought that's happening again, so I have this weather chart that shows the predictions of the weather again, and that the droughts are going to be getting a lot worse. And so I just want to let you know that even if you don't continue with us, that getting a drought-resistant seed is going to be really important for the farm industry. because it does look like it's going to happen again. And again, I'm sorry that happened in the first place. And so now, less about the seeds, but about the company that you're working with now. How do you feel they've been treating you versus how we treated you, I guess?
I really like the customer service with you all. I just didn't like the results. I just want to know, since I did have you in the past, and since I did use 80% of my crop, can't you cut me a deal?
And we can definitely look into that once we look into the logistics of buying the seed, but there would definitely be a discount for our prior customers, which is why we're coming to you today.
So why is your seed more expensive than King Hybrid?
We would like to say because our quality of the product is a little bit better. As I showed you, we did have better results than their crop. We've also been working on this for the last 3 years, so we've put a lot of money and effort and dedication into it. So at the beginning, our seeds will be a little bit more expensive, but like basic economy rules, as long as we sell enough of it, our prices can go down.
Okay. Let me think for a minute. I have been happy with King Hybrids and its sales representatives. They've been doing their job. I just don't know. Why I should switch. You're telling me that your seed is better than King Hybrids, and you're telling me that this weather is going to happen again. How much are you willing? What kind of deal are you willing to cut me?
Well, what I could probably do is at least match, if not go less than what you're paying for now, so that for at least that first year that you're not going to lose any money in going with our seeds. We can also give you guys samples, so you can sample a small area if you'd like, but for sure we can match what you're paying for King since you have been a prior customer of ours. That would probably be no problem.
That year was so depressing for me. I almost had to sell my farm because I lost 80% of my crop and a lot of contracts that I'll never get back because I lost 80% of my crop. I think I am more willing to maybe purchase a little bit and see how it works and still keep some of King Hybrids.
Yes, absolutely. If you want to do your own comparison, I would too in the same position. I would want to compare my two products. But we can definitely get you some free samples started.
Yeah.
And as far as the price, we will be able to work out a number then.
So is it just the corn, or is it soybeans, or is it...
Yes, it's just the corn seed. So that's all we've got for drought resistant.
Okay.
We still have our regular soybeans and other seeds, but this is the only one that we've perfected, our drought resistance.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions you'd like to touch on before I move on?
No, I think we've covered all of it.
Good. Well, I just want to let you know that I know you do have a good relationship with your other sales representative, but I guarantee that you will never have to talk to any other representative. I will be the only one that you'll ever have to deal with. So I will be there for you, and if you don't like me, you can always request a different sales representative, but I know how it can be weird to have to talk to so many different people, but I promise you I'll be the only representative trying to contact you from our company. Does that make you feel a little bit better about the relationship we could have?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. Well, it looks like we're getting close to our closing time, so do you have any other remaining questions or anything I haven't answered for you yet?
No, I think I'm good, thanks.
Awesome, well thank you so much for talking with me, and I hope that I gave you enough information. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah.